If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's match on the Cursed Hollow with the friendly team of Anubarak, the Lost Vikings, Nova, Brightwing, and a Zebo. The enemy team with a Stitches, Brightwing, Jim Raynor, Tyrael, and an ETC. So, fair warning here, I have not played the Vikings. I really haven't played them since since the weekend that I played them a whole bunch. Let's see. I will want me to soak you guys. Can gank more, or just soak during objective. So what I'm going to be picking up here is actually Olaf the Stout once again. I'm going to be trying to go for a little bit of a better build. Olaf, actually, let's put you in the front of the line, buddy. Let's put you in the front of the line. Right now, I am going to keep them all together in one lane. Okay, they're all down there. Nobody responded to me. They didn't respond to what they wanted. So we will actually head down to this lane down here. Maybe somebody up there. Okay. They didn't really respond to what they wanted to do. So I'm just going to have them kind of soaking lanes together. We'll keep these two guys together. We don't really want Nova doing her own thing. Eric is being attacked. Run, little Eric, run. Run. And let's take a look here at Olaf and, Olaf's in lots of trouble. So far things aren't going too well. Okay, I'm just keeping them together for now since no one answered. So we'll just keep them all together for now. We'll split them up during the objective since the friendly team didn't really want to communicate on how they want the Vikings to be played. And that's unfortunate because you can definitely really utilize these guys a lot better when you have them soaking lanes. But instead, I'm just going to have them soaking up lanes. Now, let's engage on the enemy. ETC, Eric, you need to get out of there. Belag, you need to get out of there. Or Olaf, I'm sorry. You guys can actually run back, drink from the well there. And then Belag can sit here. And now that you guys are able to re-engage, let's help out our girlfriend Nova. Try to work on this ETC a little bit. Move these guys out of that AoE. And then we'll just sit up here and we'll kind of work on it this way. Right now, there's really not a whole lot of exciting Viking play going on, but we will sit here and we're just going to make sure that we clean up this lane all right. I don't know why our Nova's here. Nova, don't you want to just gank? Why our Nova is laning is beyond me. And now we have a Nubarak up here. Certainly not your optimal team coordination early game. Certainly not an optimal team coordination. Okay, let's move back here. Yeah, you do then. Alright, so we are going to send everybody, soaking XP, everyone else, to trip. We are going to be picking up Spin to Win. Where is everybody? We got Belag coming up here. Eric's down here, although let's move Eric all the way up to the top lane, and then Olaf can sit here. And there we go. We got them all moving. We got them working. Brightwing, I don't know why she's not teleporting in. Little Eric. Oh yeah, he's got a long ways to go. Balog's going to be staying over here. He's actually going to be distracting Mr. Jim Raynor a little bit. Let's put him behind enemy walls. Behind friendly walls. And we're going to put Eric behind friendly walls as well. There we go. And you just stand down there and attack. Olaf's up here. They're all soaking lanes right now. So even though the enemy team is not, they're no longer soaking lanes. We have Tyrael who's coming down here. Let's send Eric over here. And then we'll keep an eye on our buddy. Olaf's really close to the action. Let's see if we can come in and charge for a kill. Spin! Oh, we pressed the wrong button. We pressed the wrong button. Olaf is in a bunch of trouble. And I think Belag died. Yes, he did. But that's okay. We're up here. We're still soaking this lane. Olaf is just fine. And Belag can now return over here. Let's see if we can use Olaf to help a little bit. Try to do a little bit of blocking for Brightwing. However, the enemy Stitches down here. He's also on very low health. Go, Olaf. Go, Olaf. He's being body blocked by ETC, but we do get Brightwing, who is able to save that. And it looks like our other two Vikings are doing just fine. We have Belag right up here. Eric can actually just stand back in there. I don't want him to get too close to tower range when I'm not paying attention to him. And then Olaf can actually try to pick up this tribute here. Can he get it? Can he get it? I think he can. I think he can. No, Olaf. No, Olaf able to get it. Unfortunately, Stitches, he's way over here, way out of position. We are able to help secure that kill as well. And as you can see, we are starting to gain an advantage on XP right now. I'll keep soaking a bit. Let's move you back, Balog. We certainly don't need you way over here. And then we can pick up our next talent as well. Olaf did die. I really like Mercenary Lord, especially on this map. However, Jump is going to give us a lot more survivability. And since I've already done a few kind of beginner Viking matches, I want to start doing more advanced Viking matches, even though I haven't been practicing them too much. But as you get more advanced with the Vikings, the spin to win and the jump ability are very good. Now let's actually come down here and just spin on those guys, get a little bit of extra damage. And as you can see, we can just jump away. And that'll help us a lot if we get any sort of real difficult. Alright, Balog, you just sit up here. Eric's gonna be up here, just poking away. And then we can throw Olaf into the mix, actually bring him right down here and spin. And I think Balog's the guy that we want to be paying attention. So hopefully they can all get to those lanes, and then we can just sit here and soak a bit. Eric, he is a little bit further back. Why our Brightwing doesn't just teleport is beyond me, though. Brightwing, you can teleport to people. Maybe she's a newer... Uh-oh. Oh, wrong buttons! Bad Vikings, bad Vikings. Okay. No, Balog. I apologize. I was trying to jump. This is what I meant by saying that the Vikings are a lot harder to play when you have Q and W, because you're constantly using your 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Olaf is going to come down here. Eric is in a bunch of trouble. All right, Eric. All right, let's do a little bit of... You can do some stutter attacks with these siege giants since they have a very slow auto attack. Looks like Balog's actually doing just fine. We'll let him sit here and poke. Olaf is very slow. He'll be on his way down there. I'm going to be going for the longboat. We did lose little Eric, though. So we'll put him up here. He will engage eventually. And look at Balog. He's taking towers down. Okay. Let's actually see if Olaf can make it up here. I don't think he can. No, he can't make it up there. So we're going to bring him down here, do a little bit of spinning action. Take a look at Balog. He's still just up there pounding away at that tower. So even though we have effectively... Well, we did lose the tribute, but we did hit level 10 a lot sooner than the enemy team. So let's just sit here. Right now, I'm not too concerned. Let's kill off this guy. This guy's doing a lot of bad things. He's doing a lot of bad things. Eric, can you... And Balog died, so we're paying attention to Balog. But at this point, you can start grouping the Vikings up a little bit more, because now you're at level 10. You've gotten the experience that you need to get. You've got the level advantage. However, okay, Balog, you get down there. And there we go. Olaf's taking stuff out. Eric's up here, still working on things. I think these guys should really just fall back. They are way out of position right now. I mean, they are way out of position. Way out of position. Of course, we can sit here a little bit, but I think that they're going to... Nova, go with the team. She is not good at laning. So, let's see. Balog here is going to die. We're actually going to scoot all these guys up together. However, I think we're just going to have to give up this tribute. Yes, I think we're just going to have to give this tribute up. Let's keep Eric right there. Just okay. Yep, we're gonna give up that tribute. Let's jump. Olaf, actually, just come down here. Well, friendly team is starting to show up, so let's see. Let's see if we can get in here and cast our rowboat. We'll engage on the enemy material a little bit here. Come on, where is everybody? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? I don't know where my Vikings are. They're coming. So we're going to kite around a little bit. Oh, hello. Hello. All right, so now we are going to be able to jump in our rowboat once we get closer to these guys. Let's jump in there. And let's start throwing out our cue, singing our song. La, 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 la. Where are those guys going? ETC, you're way out of position, buddy. You're way out of position, buddy. There we go, and we do take down the enemy ETC. Things are coming together quite nicely. Let's actually go over here, and I think we should be taking this boss as soon as possible. I'm going to send Olaf boss before they respawn. Actually, I'm going to send Olaf back here. He can start tanking this boss. Well, Nubrak's on its way. I'm going to be picking up Impatience as a virtue. This is going to allow me to Alright, let's actually get everybody into position here first. Eric, you go over here. Olaf, you continue to help with them. But basically, impatience is a virtue. It's kind of like battle momentum for the Vikings. Hey there, Stitches. Let's actually just try to distract the Stitches. There we go. They were able to get the boss. So that's going okay. Eric's in a bit of trouble. Balog's still on the run, but Stitches is starting to get out of position as he was chasing Balog. And now we're going to actually bring Olaf with the friendly team. And Balog, look at him. He's pursuing with the team. As I said, we can start hanging out with the team a little bit more. Look at this. Tyrion's actually, he's still trying to push lanes. That's cute. That's cute, Tyrion. That's cute, buddy. So right now we can just sit here and poke this down. Everybody needs to be getting to this tribute, though, because the next one will be our curse. It'll help a lot. We are on our way. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm almost tempted to bring little Eric down there, but it looks like we're just going to lose that tribute as nobody is nearby. Unfortunately, nobody is nearby, so what we can do right now as the Vikings, we're not doing really a whole lot of team fighting quite yet. We certainly could have started, but, you know, it's really nice having that extra level advantage. I'm going to come over here and pick up this Bruiser camp. As I said, Mercenary Lord is very good on this map because the Vikings have a lot of camps that they can take. I guess about as many as any other camp, but Olaf, you get in there and start going at it. We're going to focus down that mage first because he has the lowest health. Do our spin, which is going to do a little bit of extra damage. Let's actually put little Eric in here so he's a little closer when we do the spin. Come on, Eric. Eric, come on. Come on. There you go. You're a little closer, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, there's 3 of them. It makes it very easy to be picking up these camps. And let's do a little spin there. There we go. And actually, let's bring everybody over here to deal with this mercenary push that the enemy team has brought together. We can see Nova, Anubarak, and Nazebo are all in a ton of trouble. Don't know if I necessarily... Yeah, I don't think it's worth going in there, as we would probably just die. And right now, it's not a very good time to die, as the next tribute is spawning. They engaged in that team fight a little too early. Get out of there, Eric. Get out of there. I don't know. I feel like my Eric is not very responsive, so we are going to get cursed by the enemy team. Let's actually head down here. The friendly team kind of just died at the worst possible time. Brightwing teleporting in on us. I am going to be picking up Large and in charge. Now when Olaf charges somebody, it's going to stun them as well. And the only reason I'm coming down here to push this lane back is because I didn't want to engage on the entire enemy team there. And I want to make sure and be pushing these lanes back a little bit. Actually, look at this thing. It's almost dead. It's almost dead. Olaf, can you do a little tanking damage? Can we take this fort away from them? There we go, a little counter push. I am going to head back, though. We certainly want to... We don't want them to be able to push very hard with this curse. And our longbow could be invaluable to the friendly team when we get up here. So come on, boys. Come on, boys. Here they come. Uh-oh. Eric, what are you doing? All right, they're all together, so let's jump into the longboat here. And now we're going to start focusing on this enemy Stitches. We'll throw out our Q. And not really land it, but that's okay. That's okay. Here we come. Singing our song. Singing our song. Doing as much damage to the enemy Tyrael as possible. So there we go. Even though we are cursed, we are able to push back this enemy team. Get on him! Get on him! Olaf, get on him! If Olaf's charge could just come up! Come on up, charge! Okay, that's alright. Olaf was unable to charge, but we do take out the enemy Jim Raynor. His Stitches is back into the mix. Oh, he does take our Eric, though. He takes our Eric to Swift. How sad. Let's come up here. We did lose our top 4 to that minion push. Not really the end of the world by any means. Alright. I don't like having to take this with only 2, but it's certainly possible. Oops. Alright, let's get Balog into a position where his spin will also deal damage. The enemy team is focusing on our poor Nova, but we are going to steal this camp. We are not going to get distracted. Yes, you guys need to just retreat. You're out of position right now. You're out of position. Balog's taking a little bit too much damage here. So let's just finish up this camp as quick as possible. And I think Eric is back alive, so now we can start falling back. Let's actually run out of here, because I'm a little worried about the enemy team. Here we go. The friendly team's right down here, so we are going to come and try to help Brightwings escape. Here we come. We're coming, guys. We're coming. Olaf's charge is coming in, and he's going to do some stunning and some spinning. Uh-oh. But Balog's going to die. Balog's going to die. Oh, and we just jumped into the rowboat, but that's okay. We're doing lots of damage with our rowboat. We are going to take down the enemy ETC. Fantastic. I did not mean to get in the rowboat, by the way. that was not what I meant to do. Let's come down here. We see that Tyrael is all by his lonesome. Alright, there we go. Eric and Olaf are going to come down here and deal with this little bugger as he is causing too much trouble. He's causing too much trouble. Get. Alright, good. Now they're starting to fall back. And we can actually send everybody over to this camp here to start working on picking up these siege giants. Brightwing deep in the enemy base for who knows what reason. Anubarak, we seem to be having lots of issues with overextending in this match. And if you guys don't know, I'm putting up a little video right now about some... Attack, Olaf. About stutter stepping. And what stutter stepping is when you attack, move, attack, so that you can stay in a better position without losing auto attack. So that's what I'm doing right now with Eric. It's not really necessary with these siege camps because they're just NPCs. Let's see if we can pick up a curse on the enemy team. I think we can. Eric, you come down here in a nice little position. You over there, and then Olaf, you just try to pick up that tribute if at all possible. If at all possible, big buddy. Looks like he should be able to pick up that tribute, no problem. And now we can start engaging on this enemy team. Let's get close. And let's actually just jump into our rowboat. Looks like we're right in the mix of the entire enemy team, so they're going to be taking lots of damage. However, we do not want to die in this rowboat. We do not want to die in this rowboat. There we go. If you die in the rowboat, all the Vikings are stunned for 1.5 seconds. There we go. Cleaning up this enemy team. I'm not a huge fan of picking up the boss during the curse, but since we're right here, I'm going to be picking up Ragnarok and rolling. Everybody out. There we go. Eric to Swift. No, Eric to Swift. So I figure why not? We're right by the boss. It's not the worst thing in the world. And my team seems to have some problems with overextending. So I figured the boss is probably the safer option. Perhaps not the best option, but a safe option nonetheless. All right, so let's come down here and start working on this bottom fort, as that is where our siege boss is going to be pushing. Eric, stay in good position here, buddy. There you go. You're good. And now we should be able to take this thing down before our boss gets here, which is going to allow him to go straight to that core. Fantastic. As you can see, we are a few levels ahead of the enemy team still, which being able to do that late game is quite an achievement, and it's what makes the Lost Vikings so powerful. Let's jump, get out of that situation, engage on the enemy material, and then we're going to come in here, and we're going to pop our rowboat and start working on the stitches. We're just going to start working on the stitches. Bye, stitches. And now we're start working on this ETC. Bye, ETC. Now we're start working on this light ring. Bye, Brightwing. And now Tyrael. Bye, Brightwing. Bye, Tyrael. Oh, man, we just completely annihilated that team with the help of the friendly team, of course. But there you guys have it. I just uploaded a video of the Lost Vikings on the Cursed Hollow. It was actually like my second or first video that I made. So yeah, once again, we did not engage too much in team fights. We were top siege damage. We were we were way ahead on XP contribution. So I still think it's a very valid way to go about playing the Cursed Hollow. Because the map is so large, and because those objectives spawn so frequently, I just don't feel like you need to be involved in every team fight. I know it's tempting to be like, I want to be high hero damage as the Lost Vikings. I want to have the numbers so everyone knows that I am the best at this game. And I know it's tempting to do that. And at times, I totally understand. But the problem is it's just not the best way to win. I wasn't paying that close of attention to what my team was doing. I could see on the mini-map where they were, and they were overextending a lot. They were put in not the greatest position a lot of the times. The enemy team was keeping up on us with kills. They were just only 4 behind. I honestly don't think that would have gone as well if I would have just stuck in the midst of the team fights. It could have. It possibly could have. We wouldn't have had the XP advantage throughout the entire game. And, yeah, it looked like the enemy team was actually going to be pushing down lane, so we could have had a reverse effect if I would have just been the team fighting Lost Vikings. However, it's still not the worst idea just to hit level 10 as fast as possible and then group up with the Vikings and start doing your team fighting. But on this map specifically, I still stand by what I said in my last video, that with the Cursed Hollow, you want to spread them out. You want to keep them all over the map. Because it's such a big map, the enemy team has to... It's a lot harder for them to deal with you. Now, if it's on a small map like the Tomb of the Spider Queen, they can deal with you easily. Splitting up to soak XP is not very strong on that map. Any smaller map, it's just not that strong. So the Cursed Hollow, it is extremely strong to do it. And I would say the Sky Temple is a very good map for it as well. Those are times where you need to just trust in your friendly team to do the damage. You know, hopefully you have somebody. We had Nova and Nazebo who could output damage. So you just need to trust in your friendly team to output their hero damage and you to pick up all the siege damage and XP. They are a specialist. That is what they excel at. Now, if there's an opportunity for you to jump into a team fight, should you do it? Of course. If there is an opportunity where you can help your friendly team get out of a bad situation or close the deal on a team fight, you should be there. You just have to use your best judgment. Like I said, I wanted to release another Lost Vikings video. One, because they're free this week, and two, because the Cursed Hollow video that I put up was like my second or third game I played with them. And while I feel like the strategy I was using in that game was fairly adequate, I was not very good at playing the Vikings. I still didn't do probably the best in this match particularly. But I mean, 23-2, we were actually around the majority of the takedowns because we were everywhere. We were all over the map. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think. Like I said, if you're new to the Lost Vikings, I would highly recommend maybe not picking up both of the spin to win and the jump. Maybe just the jump. Jump is really, really, really helpful. But personally, I think it's better just to leave all those abilities off the table and focus on learning how to micromanage. You can utilize the Vikings in a very strong way just by being all over the map and distracting the enemy team, pulling them away from objectives, pulling them out of team fights, pushing down lanes when they're not around. So that can still be very strong. It may not be as strong as when you're using their abilities and using them in team fights as much. But if you're new to the Vikings, you'll be a lot better off learning to micro them versus trying to learn how to do everything right away. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you're getting a little bit more advanced in the Vikings, if you're more comfortable with the micromanagement, try to go with the build like I went with and pick up those two abilities. For sure, jump though. Jump, in my opinion, is a necessity to the Vikings. You don't have to pick it up as a new player, but at some point you should be using jump because it can save your life in a lot of situations. It didn't really save her life a lot in this match, but you never know. You never know when you're going to be the target or of you know, a bad situation. I think you can actually even jump out of things like Murky's Octo Grab. Why people use heroics on Vikings is beyond me, but they do, and your jump can actually not only make them waste their heroic on a Viking, but completely waste their heroic, which is like awesome. Look forward to talking to you guys all again next time. We'll leave the talent page up so you guys can take a look at what everybody built their characters as. And until next time.